Hello, my name is Isaac, and this is my UE4 design test level. It is set in a casino where the player must escape from a group of enemies whilst they are hunting the player down. The player plays as a thief, equipped with a variety of gadgets, most notably the grappling hook, which is used on on targets that have marked out with yellow squares. The player will advance through the level while fighting a number of enemies, using cover such as the casino slot machines, chairs, and other bits of the environment to the player's advantage. In the first scene, the player will start up here and start moving down to attack, to start attacking these enemies here. As the player progresses forward, they'll move on towards the next area, where a group of enemies would spawn from this red door. The player can use the cover from here or any of the flipped over tables to try and take out the enemies, but they'll also be under fire from enemies in here as well, so they need to plan accordingly. There are a few hook grappling spots here for the player to use. Allowing for the player to either attack from below and focus on the enemies below before taking out the ones on top, or attacking from above, taking out the enemies above and getting advantage on the enemies below. It's up to the player to decide how they want to proceed. Once all of the enemies in that room area have been cleared, the player will get a little bit of a respite, as no more enemies will spawn around this area, and so they can move, so they'll have a little break until they get to here. This purple door would have a trigger around it to be able to show collapsing rubble will fall in front of it, halting the player's advancement here. And when that happens, enemies will start to spawn up there from the two red doors. The enemies would come in, would be a never-ending spawn, and so the player must figure out that they need to destroy the pillars here to be able to collapse the balcony, and to be able to progress to the final area of the level. In this part, the player will advance forward either around the sides or through the middle, and can hook shot up here or grapple up here to be able to get an advantage on some of the enemies that will be coming around the corner, as another set of infinite spawns is up ahead. It will force the player to either move slowly and move forward, or to move quickly and to try and get out fast. There are a few more spots there in case the player wants to get behind here to try and plan out the next move. And finally, at the end of the level, the player will jump into a van, and that will signify the end of the level. thank you for listening to my design test overview.